All right. Good morning to those of you on the East Coast. Good morning also to those of you on the West Coast. I'm your host, Brandon Troy, co creator of Movers and Shakers Unlimited. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you're watching from. If you had an opportunity to take a look at one of our recent promos, you'll know that we do have a terrific guest on tap for you guys. As you well know, we did have CES that happened back in January. But considering how dense and how massive that show is, expect to see some continued coverage with some of the folks that were there on tap at CES. And with that out of the way, I want to be able to talk about a terrific, intriguing product known as the Little Speaker Pro. Put it up here now. You probably guys can see it here in the background. It's a portable speaker whose sleek, compact magnetic design allows it to have numerous applications in the busy life that all of us lead in today's world. And with that being said, I'm not going to be alone in discussing the product's functions. In fact, I have its award-winning inventor. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the show the president of D3 Products, Mr. Dan Cass. Let me bring him on now. Dan, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How is everyone doing out there today?
Good, 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 good. So first and foremost, Dan, thanks so much. And actually, are you able to shift up your camera? It looks like we're seeing like the top of your ceiling just a little bit. It might need to be tilted down just a tad.
There we
There
go.
you
How's
go.
that? Better,
Perfect.
worse?
Perfect. There we go. So with that being said, first and foremost, thanks so much for joining us on today's show. I guess I'll start first by just traveling back down memory lane, if you will, and discussing the foundation of how how we got here, Dan. I understand the background that you had growing up in a shop. So could you briefly discuss those foundational pieces growing up?
Yeah, so the little speaker was actually born out of another product that we invented. So we've been going to Consumer Electronics Show for quite some time now, but in 2020, when we went for our first time with my company, because I left the corporate world, we were actually the second hottest startup worldwide for another platform I invented. So it was actually a shelf platform that slides underneath your mattress and allows you to stick your phone on there and you can wirelessly charge it or plug in your iWatch to the USB-Cs or the USB-A ports. But on the bottom of this platform, and I don't have one in front of me anyways, but I can just show you what this piece of box here. All right, my speakers were actually molded into the bottom of this platform that we won. So we were the semi-finalists next to GE and smart homes. Anyways, the pandemic struck, so we all had a lot of time on our hands. So what we ended up doing was we had a customer reach out to us asking if he could buy our shelf platform and remove the speaker. During that time, like I say, this was in 2020, the iPhone 12 was coming out with what we call the MagSafe. So whenever there's a new piece of real estate, everybody always looks at it and says, "Ooh, what can I attach there? What can I attach there?" So that's how the little speaker was born. We took it from our one platform, put it into the other, and there it is, the first speaker to magnetically attach to a phone. Never been done before. I was the first guy. Filed our patents in 21. In 2022, we actually won the IBT award at Unveiled at CES. And just this year, 2025, we actually won the Twice Picks Award at CES with our new little speaker
Indeed, indeed.
Pro that I'm talking to you on.
So yes, no. I was actually you jumped ahead on me, and I it's all good because I was going to ask just talking about how it was a blessing in disguise, I suppose, of being able to make a pivot with your product and during that pandemic of making that adjustment, and it ended up working in your favor in terms of that time spent. And I suppose someone a consumer, from what I understand, had shared that potential idea or that question of being able to have that feature available.
It was had a lot of time on our hands. We were lucky to pull that out. We didn't know if we were going to make it because so many companies were folding during the pandemic, and
Sure.
fortunately for us, we pulled through.
Gotcha. Well, you had an opportunity to briefly demo the product there, but do you have um, are you able to demonstrate, outside of what you had there, some other applications in terms of its uses and being able to magnetize to certain surfaces?
Yeah, I can give you my 30-second pitch.
Please do.
So, anyways, we invented the little speaker. It's the very first speaker to magnetically attach to your phone. The magnets are built inside the speaker, so it'll turn your phone into a kickstand horizontally or vertically. And wherever you don't have any metal, we also give you these little rings in the box. You just peel and stick, right? So wherever you want to put this, if I want to put this on my kayak and float down the river, I could. Look, it's holding. I can put it in the shower. It's water resistant. Like I say, the magnets are built inside. Stick it to anything steel. I got this metal guitar right here. So imagine this as your refrigerator, car bumper, anything, golf cart. It's not going to come off. So the cool thing about the little speaker is it's got, if you can see this on the back side right there, see that little hole right there? That's a microphone. That's a high fidelity microphone right there. I'm actually talking to you guys on one right now. So I actually made this one for NASCAR's Rookie of the Year. That picture was taken at 130 miles an hour, and we put it on the speaker. So that's pretty cool. And last thing I'll show you real quick. It comes with a power cord in the back. You can just plug it in right back here to USB-C. But heck, you don't need a power cord, because watch this. This is a power bank, right? A magnetic power bank. We're the first company in the world to create wireless charging right there on a Bluetooth speaker magnetically. So that's why we won the award at CES. So you can stick it on a Qi charger or a magnetic charger. It'll work.
Awesome. Outstanding. So I guess the next question that I love to dive into is just the idea of being able to, whenever you're inventing something, I know that it's a never ending process, that you're always tinkering, right? And so I know growing up, that was actually something that was a big thing with you, of trying to understand the why behind a lot of things. And I know from what I understand, that initially that was something that with instructors that became problematic, because they thought you were trying to be a troublemaker. But as they delved deeper and dug deeper, they understood that you were just very inquisitive. So in speaking to that idea of going left versus right, have there been some applications that even now that you have the product as it stands, that you're still tinkering with, and that have still been fascinating as you continue on this journey with this product?
Absolutely. And as I share with everybody, I help a lot of entrepreneurs out. Everybody, all of us have great ideas. I mean, we can come up with great ideas, and how do you get it to market is the fastest thing, right? Because no matter what you create, it's unfortunate that only 97% of them actually don't get to market. And then ones that do get to market, out of the 3%, only 1% actually survive. So we're happy to say that we survived the 1%. What I try to do is teach other people how to do the same thing, whatever you create and stuff. But on our product and technology, it's nonstop. Right now, we like I say, we advanced from our Rev 1 model when we won the IBT award in 2022. And now we're at the 2025 model, which is the Pro model right here. We're talking to you guys on. And by the way, am I clear? So, I mean, because you can hear me clearly, you guys are loud and clear on the side. So, but we're advancing that technology as we move towards the future. I mean, there's everything from the smart homes to the AI, the integrations and stuff. We're looking at everything right now. So it's kind of fun.
All right. Awesome. Well, speaking of that, now that you are, in that stage where the product is now out and available, another facet that is key when we're talking about that that process of getting your product out there is scaling, right? And when to scale up in terms of making your product available, and when to kind of focus in on the foundation of what the product can do. So considering that, are you able to share, for because we do have folks out here that are entrepreneurs, what is, from your experience, what is that timing piece in terms of understanding when you are ready to scale up and get to that point where you have uh, uh, your foundational pieces in place for your product, and you need to start delegating certain tasks to the point where it's you're just focusing on the you're just focusing from a distance versus being I don't know how to explain this, being able to delegate more of those tasks that you have in order to expand.
That pivoting point right now. So it's a great question. So, whenever you grow anything, and, I think back when I started it, if you all know the show Shark Tank, the rule of thumb is no matter what you invent, don't ask your friends, don't ask your family, just take it to a trade show, see if somebody's going to open their wallet, right? Well, that's what we did. So we went to Atlanta, we took 1,000 units and we sold out in 6 hours. And we ended up writing 80 additional purchase orders. So when you get into the scale, like you're just mentioning, yeah, you got to start delegating other people to get involved. Then we were picked up by Lowe's, back in 22, 23 it was. And, it's like, we can't handle all this ourselves. We had to bring in more people, delegate it and stuff. And then things settled down a little bit because we were coming out with the Pro. So we were moving away from the original model and coming out with the Pro. So things settled down. We had more time on our hands. We were focused on the tech side, because listen to our customers. What do they want? What do they see better features? And so we made 5 enhancements on that technology, but that took me away from my job where I had to delegate others to do the other job, right? Planning the shows and everything. So that's kind of where we are. And fortunately, it's been a pretty good ride as right now. We're working on some cool new wraps, like I say, where we're going into a market where you can actually take a picture and put it right onto the speaker. I mean, that is just so different. And that's another whole new avenue. And, some of the biggest companies in the world reached out to us. Like I say, this is NASCAR right there. So that's the Rookie of the Year. So we're focusing on some new markets because we want to be different. We want to stay ahead of the curve, right? Most speakers just sit on a table. Our speaker can go anywhere. It can stick to a wall. Excuse me. It can put it on anything. But what's cool about it is our speaker also has other features that we can do, corporate branding and stuff like that. So that's a whole new avenue, because gift with purchase right now is a big market. In other words, sign up for a radio, one of those subscription radio stations. And you know what? Sign up for a year, I give you a free speaker. Go buy a new piece of furniture, I'll give you a speaker, right? That's what's going on right now. These are the areas that we're focused on, which is very niche. And, you're not going to get in unless you know somebody. Same with NASCAR. How do you get in here? It's not easy. So we're looking at pro sports. We did it some with the NRF, which is a National Rodeo Federation. So there's a lady that's a barrel racer. We did some stuff with her already. So it's been fun.
All right, awesome. So, I'm not going to keep you, Dan. I do super appreciate having you come on and being able to discuss briefly all the awesome things that you have going on with a Little Speaker Pro. Before I let you go, can you tell folks where they can find you? Because I know, as you said, we have places in which the Little Speaker Pro is available to buy, but if you can, share further where folks can find you, maybe if they wanted to dive deeper into, inquiring about, your journey.
Yeah. Well, you can learn all about the Little Speaker at littlespeaker.com. It comes with 3 different colors. You got silver, black, and blue. Comes in a gray box. Is the Pro version. The Pro version is our latest model, and you can get it right at littlespeaker.com.
All right, excellent, excellent. So again, I want to thank Dan for hopping on and talking about the Little Speaker Pro. I'm your host, Brandon Choi, co-creator of Movers and Shakers Unlimited. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be safe out there, and see you guys soon. Bye now.